Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back. And now I've finished my forest journal. I'm going to do a couple of videos, possibly doing some preparation work, making some ephemera and things like that before I start the next journal, which will definitely be the ballet journal. I've more or less decided what I want to do with it. I've been umming and ahhing, but I've been inspired recently by Wendy at Wendy's Journal Adventures with all her one envelope wonders. And I have been making some. I've been making them at my craft club and having lots of fun with them. So I thought I might as well come and make some on camera. I want to make one for the ballet journal, and I want to make just a few others. Well, see how far I get. I'm not going to say I'll make a few. I probably won't. But I've got a variety of envelopes here. Don't know how far I'll get, but let's just give it a try. I just find them really fun to make. I really enjoy doing these. So I'll just show you what I've made so far. There's one particular one that really got me going, and I've made a few, but there's a few other things I'd like to try, perhaps just do a bit of my own thing as well, so we'll see. These are the ones I've made. This is the one we're going to make today. You may have seen her make these. I really like them. And these are these slanted pockets made out of one envelope, like this, one of these narrow, tall envelopes or wide envelopes, whichever way you want to look at it. And so I made this one. I haven't decorated it. This was my first one, and that turned out quite well, and I can soon decorate that up. It wouldn't take much to do that. This one is made with taking a single piece of paper, let's just pull a piece out, like this, that is perhaps a bit directional, but it doesn't completely cover the whole envelope lengthwise, but it will wrap around and completely cover the envelope that way round. So that would be a nice one to use to do it that way, which is why I've got a little bit of extra something at the bottom. I think this is a bit of some washi tape that some digital washi tape that I downloaded and printed onto some like big labels, single label sheets, so that you can just do a single sheet of labels or washi tapes. So that was that one. This was the most recent one I've done. Again, I haven't decorated it yet. Push those aside so I'll show those in a moment. I did this one slightly differently, which is what I'm going to do today because I think that works better for me. Is taking a piece of paper that is not so directional, like this, it doesn't matter which way round you do it, and doing one piece on one side and then a contrasting or coordinating piece on the other side, so that then you've got them for the whole length. And then you can just, when you cut them, you get the two pieces at the going together, and I think that looks quite nice as well. So all you'll need really to do these is either two sheets of paper that you're going to do lengthways, or one sheet that will go around horizontally, and then an extra strip to go across the bottom, and a little strip of fabric to make the flap. So the other two that I've made, this one, I really love this one. It's not for any particular journal. This is using some paper from Roxy Creations, and it was a little bit directional. In fact, this when I turned it around, this writing was upside down, so I've put a butterfly on and you'd hardly ever know. And again, I had to put a strip across the bottom. I've opened it up and I've just decorated with a flower and some labels. So there's that one, and I put some lace across the edges because that's what I like to do. I'll probably do that on quite a lot of them, I should think. And so there's your pocket there, one pocket there, and the other pocket is, if I can get the thumb in, is at the top. So that's that one. Now this one, I cut it wrong. She says make sure the long side of your front piece is shorter than the short side of the back piece, if you see what I mean. So that's the short side and that's the long side, and that one should be shorter than that one, but I cut it wrong, and so I couldn't turn it around because it would, this one, it needed to be cut at a more shallower angle really. So I thought, well, it doesn't matter, I'll just put them both going the same way. I mean, I was thinking I might do something like that anyway. And unless you hadn't recognised it, this is actually going to be for my next Moroccan journal, not for the one I'm doing now. The colours are different. These are going to be all pinks and purples, this Moroccan journal. So I have decorated it up with some of my lovely paper, bit of fabric at the front, and then inside I put one of the journal cards and I've made into a tuck or a pocket, and I've got another one tucked inside. These are all from the Medieval Mirage kit, so it all coordinates, apart from this, which is some William Morris paper, and I thought that colour went really well with everything, and so is this bit of purple. They're both from the William Morris kit, but I rather liked how it went with all the other bits and pieces from the Medieval Mirage kit, so I'm really loving that one. Really pleased how that turned out. So I'll put that aside. I won't be doing that journal for a little while, but it will be the next one, so I've made a start on some ephemera for that one. So let's put these pieces aside. So some will go in my box to finish, and some are going to be finished. So put these envelopes out of the way. We may or may not get to them today, who knows. So I've got this one, and I'm going to... You may well have seen Wendy's videos, but if you haven't, I'll just go through doing this one anyway. Partly because I really like making them, and they're such fun to do. I don't think you can ever have too many of these in your stash. Such a nice little pocket to have, and so easy to decorate. So just seal that shut. And what I think I'm going to do with this, I've got these two pieces that I think go quite well together. These two, I think they're both from an Artie Mays kit. They may even be from the same kit, which is why they go together so well. This is definitely from her Shabby Chic. Whether this is from the same one, I'm not sure, but I think that would make a nice contrast. So I'm going to put this on the front. And all I did really was... in fact, I think I cut round both sides. What do I mean? No, I folded both sides. So I'm just going to put glue all over my envelope, and that's where I'm going to start. And I'm going to attempt to line this up at the top with a little bit of overhang at the side, both sides. My method is a little different to Wendy's, but I find it works well for me. So I'm going to, where's my scissors? Right next to me, ready to go. Just not looking. So I'm going to cut across this, cut the bottom piece off. And I'm going to cut a piece off this side. I might just miter the corners a touch. And I'm going to fold these pieces over. More for the scrap box. What I really want to do is use up some scraps, but that's a bit difficult with this. I mean, you could collage the whole thing. I haven't tried one like that, but I just feel it would look a bit, I don't know, a bit messy. But I'm sure that would be a fun thing to do as well. Right, so that's like that. And I'm going to just grab a glue book, and I shall glue these sides down with my glue stick. Right, okay, so I don't think it matters which way up it is, really. So now I'm going to add this one. Pretty much do the same thing, but I'm not going to wrap it around. So actually, I think I'm going to cut this piece down, or tear it down perhaps. I'll cut it off. I think I'll cut it off afterwards. Otherwise I know I won't get the length right. Can I tear it straight? That's the question. Just want to trim off some of these bits along here. And then we're going to glue this on. Where shall I glue? Glue these edges, and then I'll glue the envelope, I think. Right, that's not quite right at the top there. I just need to trim it off a bit more. Right. Okay, so now comes the bit where you cut it. I made a mistake on one of them, luckily not on any of the others. So it's getting the angle not too steep, I think, is the key. So that this piece on the right is shorter than the longer piece, or this bottom piece on the left. I think that's the idea. So I think that's about right. Oh, none of mine have come out the same, so it is kind of, it does vary according to where you feel like cutting. So now, you turn it around, and you have that. There's a flip-out pocket. Of course, you could also do it the other way. I haven't done that yet, but I probably could do it that way, and it will still look nice. Flipping the other way. Shall I do that? I think I might do that actually on this one. Another good reason to have this with a nice finish on the side, then you've got that option of turning it over. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So now I just need to find a little piece of fabric that will tie the two pieces together got this one, which I'm not sure about that one. It's a bit of quite bright pink. That might work. Yeah. Okay. This piece of, it's a Liberty print, which is lovely. It's very frays a lot. Sorry about the cough. I've hardly coughed all day. And yet, of course, as soon as I come on camera, away it goes. So that's quite nice. Although I think I want to pull out the pink a little bit more. I've got a plain pink one. Maybe that'll be the best one to do. Only little scrap. I think as well I did some sewing to try out my machine when I got it. I think maybe I'll use that piece. Little tear. Don't know how many pieces I've got here. Oh, there's 2 pieces. It's only wider at the bottom than at the top, which means I think I need to just straighten it up a touch. Okay, so I think all I need to do now is put a bit of my fabric glue along that edge. And that there, I think. Make sure I've left myself enough to wrap around. And I'll trim off this piece at the bottom. And then line this one up. I'll just put some glue on the edge of here. Where does it need to go to? About there. Okay. It's like doing a Fabri-Tac fountain, isn't it? It's trying to escape from the top of the bottle. Okay, let's put that right on the edge of there and wrap it around. There we are. Okay, so it goes that way. Rather like that. Let's decorate this up a bit. Take me a bit of my little fabricy scraps out of the way. Got some quite pretty pink lace here. I might just Oh, I don't really want too wide. Maybe this one would be good. It's a bit narrower. Let's put that along the edge of that one. And another piece on the edge of this one. I don't know what it is about the edge of pockets, but I do love to put a bit of lace along them, or some sort of trim. I feel that don't feel finished if I don't, especially if it's a journal that's going to be quite lacy, which I believe this one will be. Right. I want it to go right over there. No, I think I might just do it. Actually, I don't think I want it to go to the end. I think in the end, I'll just have it going up to the fabric. Yeah, I cut that one a bit long, didn't I? Never mind. It's on the edge, not hanging over the edge. And this one. So I'm getting quite excited about starting this ballet journal now. It's been one of those ones I've been collecting pieces for it. As far as I've been making things, I guess, as part of Roxy's Weekly Challenge, quite a few things have been made. But I couldn't decide what type of journal to do. Whether to just do another journal, just a journal with pages, which it would lend itself very well to do, because it would be different again. But I fancy I've got myself in the mood for doing some different style of journals. I think that accordion journal has really got me going, and I want to try some different things. But I think what I'm going to do is a ring-bound journal. I have made one quite a long while ago, and I'm in the mood to do another. So I think that's what this is going to be. Might take a bit of preparation, some of which will be on camera. Anyway, we'll get to that soon. I've got a few other things, one or two other videos I might want to make before we start. So, right, so we've got our pocket. Now I want to decorate it. So I have this lovely image from the kit. This is the Tracy Fox kit that I'll be using, called Dancing on Lace. Beautiful kit, and it has lots of pieces of ephemera, which you see me using now for some weeks. So when the time comes, I'll have a lot of things ready made to put in it. So what we actually mostly will be doing in the videos will be constructing the journal itself, I think. The nice big pile of ephemera to put in it. I'm wondering if she would look rather lovely like that. That's rather nice, isn't it? Yeah, she looks beautiful there. And I want something at the front. Do we want a Tracy, not a Tracy label, a Rachel label? upside down. Yeah, that works. Ooh. I have this label. This is... who's that by? I can't remember. I think these are Pink Monarch prints. Words. Well, having said that, I did actually do some myself. So a while ago I sat one afternoon with my stamps and some strips of paper that had been torn off of things, and I stamped a whole load of ballet words, or words relating to ballet. So I pulled one out, poise, and I think that's rather a good one to go on here. I think that looks quite nice there. And I also went and pulled out one of these flowers. These are ones I bought from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and you just have to pull out the middles. I think a flower would be quite nice on the front here as well. So let's just do that and get this. They're always really easy to do when you're not on camera, aren't they? There we are. So I pulled out the middle, and then we'll glue it back together. Just offsetting each layer. And I might put a little something in the middle, a little pearl or something blingy or something like that. I might use this. I don't know that the hot glitter glue works so well on these, if I remember rightly. So I might not have got that quite right. Can you hear the kids coming out of school? Yes, it's the middle of the afternoon. It's school chucking out time, and they all walk past our window because the school is literally just up the road from us. So we always know what time of day it is by when they're going to school and when they're coming home from school. Let's just twist these a little bit more. It's a really lovely fluffy little flower there. I've probably got too many layers. I don't know if I needed 3 layers, to be honest, but I've done them now. Let's quickly pop this pin back in. And I think, yeah, I haven't done any of the others yet, have I? Have I still got that upside down? No, it is the right way up. Right, let's just get a few of these bits down. I'm going to put the bit of lace down first. Ink around this little bit. On there. And then we'll pop this on, and then we'll see whether the flower will go or not. Put that there. Oh, right. It's glued itself to my thumb, the pin. Right. Right, this one needs to go all over these petals to make sure they stay down. Okay, let's try that. See how that looks. I think some of these are curling up, so I might just put a little dab of glue on those just to hold them down a little bit. And then I need to put something in the middle. See what we can find. So I've got these. Some are pearls and some are more blingy. I'm a bit of a pearl girl myself, on the whole. It's big enough. Might have a bigger one somewhere. Is that big enough? It might be. It wouldn't if it would stick where it's supposed to stick and not onto me. Get on there. It's going to take us all video just to get this one finished, isn't it? Right. So yeah, that will do fine there, I think. Don't want it too big. Okay, and then we're just going to put her on here. I'm going to take a piece of lace. I think to pop behind her. Like that. Doesn't want to be too bulky in this piece because it's inside, isn't it? So on the one I did for the Moroccan journal, I made this image into a little tuck spot, but I think I won't for this one. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. Make a little tuck spot. You never know. I might find something I want to tuck in. But if I don't, it doesn't matter. Oh, I better put some glue on under the lace, hadn't I? Sure I've got it high enough. I don't think it matters which way around it goes, does it? Oh no, I think it is that way around, actually. Looking at it. Okay, and yeah, I will make this into a tuck spot. Before I stick it down, though, I'm going to make sure there's plenty of glue under here so it doesn't catch if something is trying to get into the pocket. I don't want that to happen. And let's pop this one on. At the moment I think she's just lovely as she is. See if it's where I want it. Move her up a little bit. Yeah. I feel there should be something across the bottom here. These are some of my stamped labels. Yeah, I can put that one there. Okay, so that took a while. Things are never quick in these videos, are they? Let's move on. That's because I wanted to decorate this one because it's actually for a journal, so I think that's lovely. I love these. I really do. I just could make these all day. But let's move on. Let's try something else. So I've got these. So I can't make all of them today. Maybe I'll come back and do some more next week. I don't know. But these are, I have a lot of these come through. These big envelopes, which I haven't seen many people actually using on camera. Mostly it's this type, which I've got loads of, don't get me wrong. But I just wanted to use some of these. Because I've started just throwing them in the recycling now because I have not found a use for them. But I think it would be possible. So I'm going to cut it. I think you could make it a wraparound in a journal and then actually sew it into a journal. And that's an option, but that's not what I'm wanting to do today. I'm sure there's lots of different options, but I'm going to cut it in, I wouldn't say in half, because I want to make sure that I don't get too close to the window. And so I've got 2 pockets there, potential pockets. Where'd that go? Got this stuck to my table. I don't know if I'll use it, but I'll just move it up there. So this one is going to be pockets with a window. It'll just need to be collaged. And this one, I think, is the one I want to start with because this one is going to be more inspired by what I saw Wendy do. And what she was doing with some... She was taking some of these tall pockets and cutting them in half and then doing this with them. So I'm just using a different shape pocket, different size, and cutting it in half a different way. But it still ends up, I think, with the same effect. So you've got that corner pocket. So I'm going to glue that piece down, I think. I haven't made any of these, but I think it should be straightforward. I've just got to cover it, really. Glue that down. And as it's going to go on a page like that, let's just see how big it is. Should be fine. Yeah, it's just over 4. It's quite a nice size though, isn't it? And I'm just going to line it and cover the front, and then it will be done. Oh, I've got that. That is the tag I think I'm going to put into that other pocket, but I haven't had time to do that because it needs backing. Put these aside for now. Get these out the way. What shall we use? Very much drawn to this paper. It's a lovely shabby-dabby-doo-dah paper. Just gonna... It's got a little bit of white showing at the edge, which is bugging me, so I'm just going to take that off. Although, not sure it matters because that piece will come off anyway, won't it? Well, it's going to be tucked around. Let's just measure it here. I think I'll use my cutter for this one. I don't trust myself to tear it straight. I can't quite remember which kit this is from. Could be Covent Garden. I think it might be Covent Garden, this kit. It's really pretty. I was going to find something to go in the corner that will perhaps coordinate a little bit. Piece of this, how would that look? Yeah, I think I might use a piece of that spotty paper. Yeah, I've started doing this sort of thing, these kind of smaller projects at my craft club. I did it last week because I've been doing a lot of just fussy cutting while I'm there, which is very nice and easy to do when you're chatting, but it gets a bit boring to do 2 hours of that every week. And I was doing this other little craft which wasn't very challenging, just to have something to keep my hands busy. And I thought, well, if I can think of something to do that I can do while I'm there, but doesn't take up too much room, because we don't have a lot of space to craft in, really, because we're on long tables and all sitting next to each other and opposite each other. So I saw Wendy's video, or this one about the pocket and the slanty pocket, and I thought, oh, that is something I could probably have a go at while I'm there. And that's what I did last week, and I really enjoyed it, and people were quite interested in what I was doing. Not many people at this club that I go to do paper crafting, strangely. Or if they do, they don't do it there because, like I said, we don't have a lot of room. So I think that will look okay there. So I'm just going to glue that one on. Where'd my glue book go? There we are. Okay, got that piece covered, and then I will cover the front. I suppose probably the easiest thing. Oh, hang on, it's too tall. I want that bit at the top there. So, shall I just trim it off? Yeah, I'll trim it off after. That's often the best way. There we are. That's a nice pocket. Oh, now I've got to finish it off. Glue it down at the side. It's coming away. Paper's just coming away a little bit, so. The final thing I want to do is to round that corner. If it'll let me. It doesn't like me doing it when it's wet, we'll see. Okay, sort of. There we are. Whoop. Yeah, only did half of it. Okay. Bit of glue needed here. Oh, not that one. Picked up the wrong dobber. Right. So it's another Wendy pocket, just made in a slightly different way with a different shape of envelope, but it doesn't really matter. Any envelope will work doing that. That's lovely, I like that. And you could add another little pocket across the bottom here, which I may well do, but not right now. So, how am I doing for time? Not great. I don't know how far I'll get on doing this one. But if it's only going to go in the journal like that, I've got a chance, haven't I? I've got a chance. So I really, oops, pieces of paper flying everywhere. I really want to use some scraps on this one. So, try and do some colours that will coordinate. Maybe. Just for some different colours that I haven't used. Right, should be enough here to just try and put this together if I can. So what do I want to put inside the pocket? That was tempting. I think it might be a bit too fancy. That's not wide enough. This piece. That might be okay. Piece of this down the bottom. I like that piece down there. Would it go there? Nope, it's not quite big enough. Oh, maybe put that underneath. It's a bit more generic. Is that the word? Neutral, that's the word. Right, let's just find my ruler. Oh, good grief, where's it gone? There it is. I don't know why it always ends up over here, buried under a pile of stuff. That's what always seems to happen. Right, that piece first. I lost my page, there it is. we're in. May even be straight. Just made it a little bit wide, so just trim that down. Okay. And now I can glue this pocket shut, can't I? Yes. Right. Not sure about that piece. That's not straight. Okay. Nope, that's not straight. Okay. That may or may not be. Okay, glue that one down. I don't have a particular journal in mind with this one, I just love the colours, so I'm just going for it. Okay, there. I'm going to tear that there. Okay, that like a piece of that. Not sure about that one. I think I like that one. It'll need to go there, won't it? Right, let's put that one there. Oh. I'll just trim off the bits off afterwards. And It's got a bit of a white edge, so I'm just going to figure that out. Just put that one on the wrong. Sorry, I put the wrong dauber on the wrong pot. So I'll just confuse myself if I do that. Okay. Okay, that goes on there. Okay, I just need a piece for here. Just go down there. Now I know it's a bit of a contrast, but will that go there? Maybe not. See if I can find something that I like. Right, so my battery died, as it always does, when it's when I've clearly been on filming for too long, because it tends to die on me. Oh, I've just got to glue this while I'm talking. Yeah, when I always good warning that I've been filming for too long is when my battery needs changing. So I need to finish off. So I just finished off this little pocket. I've just had a couple of bits of paper I'd found for the last couple of spots and glued those on. And that's it finished. So I'll probably, when it's dry, I'll put a thumb notch at the top here. But I really like that. That's maybe a bit autumnal. Maybe that'll be your moustache ready for autumn. I don't know. But I just like those colours together. So that's that one. So that's a window pocket. And then from the same envelope, we made this pocket, which I really like as well. So a little corner pocket. And of course, you can always tuck more things behind them when you've glued them to a book. And then from another pocket, another envelope, should I say, we made this slanty double pocket. So a pocket here and a pocket here. And I love these ones in particular because I just think they just look so effective. So clever Wendy is what I say. She's been very creative and I'm really enjoying. I haven't seen all her videos yet on these, so more to watch. I might make a few more. Certainly going to make some more at the craft club because it's just fun to do. My problem is I love making these things, but I never make enough journals to put them in. I can't make journals fast enough to put the ephemera in that I like to make. So it's a bit of a dilemma, but I still like making them. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.